Okay, Super Kids, let's get started. So we have been talking about the words of this week. Who's ready to practice? If you need to slow it down, just pause your video. One more time through. Okay, and don't forget some of those words are going to be on your spelling test this week, okay? All right, remember we've also been talking about words with soft C and soft G. On this list of words, what do you notice is coming after the C that's making it sound like an S? Yep, if you said they all have an E, you're right. This E at the end is going to make the soft C sound like an S. It's going to make the soft G sound like a J. Okay? So, if I were looking and I saw that some of these words were in the wrong place, which ones do you think I would move? Yep, here's one I would definitely move. See this one? It looks like there are more soft G words over here. So I would move stage over here. And then see this one? I would move mice over here with nice. And I would move race over here with nice and price and twice. Okay, so pause your video for a second. Give yourself a minute to practice reading all those words with soft C and soft G. And let's practice writing some now. Got your pencil and paper. Don't forget to pause the video between each word to give yourself enough time.
Race. Let's race our toy cars down the hill. Race.
Pause to spell race. There we go, soft C. Number 2.
Page. Write your name on the page. Page.
Pause your video for page. There we go, soft G.
Cage. I keep my hamster in a cage. Cage.
Does cage sound like race or page? It does rhyme with one of them. Pause your video and spell cage. There you go. Don't forget, Super E is making soft C and soft G, but he's also flying over to make the vowel say its name, isn't he? He's doing 2 jobs at once.
Nice. The students in this class are all very nice. Nice.
Nice. Ooh, do you hear an A anymore? Sounds like the vowel changed. Pause your video and spell nice. Okay, did you hear the I instead of the A and use soft C? Number 5.
Price. Can I buy this for a lower price? Price.
Price. Does price rhyme with nice? Just listen to the beginning and make it rhyme. Pause your video. There's price. Last one.
Twice. I've been to the zoo twice. Twice.
Listen twice, nice, price. If they rhyme, you get a big clue. Pause your video and spell twice. What sounds do you hear? Twice. There we go. All right, one sentence today. Get ready for it.
Race to the light and back.
Race to the light and back. 6 words. Pause your video. Race needed uppercase R. Long A from Super E and soft C. To the light. Light was one of our memory words. And back. How come that C is not sounding like an S? Because the next letter is not E, I, or Y, right? And how come back needs a CK at the end? If you said because back has short A, then you're remembering that important rule. When the sound of K is at the end of a word with a short vowel, it needs CK, doesn't it? And check for your period. Did you have that there? Fantastic. Let's practice the word workbook. These are sentences from the story The Lost Mitt. And all we need to do is think. Edabetta said all of these sentences. Somewhere in the story, Edabetta said each one of these sentences. But how would she say it? If she said, Fritz, your mitt was super, would she say it gently or thankfully? Well, he let her borrow the mitt, right? And it was a good thing. And she was glad, wasn't she? Would she say it softly? Gently means softly. Would she say, Fritz, your mitt was super? Or would she say it thankfully? Would her voice show us that she was really thankful that he let her use it? Which one would you pick? I would pick thankfully. Okay, so think about these sentences from the story and choose a word that describes how her voice would sound when she said it. Okay? Reading with your character's voice helps you understand the story so much better. Here's another one. These answers that you pick will go in the puzzle, okay? So for number 1, should you say turn on the light or turn on the kind? Well, as if you can't figure out which one makes sense, there's a clue over here. Is he turning on the kind? No. And then there's another clue. We're on number 1. If we go find box number 1, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The answer has to have 5 letters. But kind only has 4 letters. Can that be the answer? No. So up here in the purple box, you just circle the word you choose and then you write it in the puzzle. Okay? And then we're finished with that. The next part we're going to look at is more about the Lost Mitt story. Okay? And your job is to get this loaded on the page. There we go. All right, if you like, you can cut these apart. You don't have to if you don't want to. If you like and you have time and you want to color, I know Avery loves to color, you may want to color these pictures from the story. And while you're doing that, think to yourself, which of these pictures happened first in the story? And then what happened next after that? Make that number 2. See these little square boxes? So, whichever one you think was the thing that happened first in the story. I'm looking them over. I feel like this one down here was the very beginning of the story. She knew they had a big game coming up, right? And she took one look at her mitt and she thought, this mitt is in no shape for me to play this great team. I don't know what I'm going to do. Do you think that was the beginning of the story? If you think that was the beginning, you would put a number 1 in that square. Okay? And then keep going until you have them numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay? Then for your backpack page today, all you need to do is just practice. These are the memory words. They are tricky, right? But if you remember, this one looks just like Mrs. Wright's name, but I have a capital W at the beginning, then you'll remember all the other letters. And then if you just change the beginning to an L, you've also got the word light, haven't you? And remember, wash starts like the Wawa. Don't forget that. And remember, buy, this is buy it at the store. It's not I'm standing by you or near you, is it? And then find and kind rhyme. So if you can spell kind and change the beginning letter, you can spell find, can't you? So practice those. Okay. Then the last thing today is super duper muscles. You are really going to like this one. I was just talking with Sarah earlier about how your body needs to be outside playing and exercising to keep your muscles strong, and your brain needs to be worked every day too, right? So here are some words you're going to see in the muscles story. Repeat with me. Connect, signal, flexible. Remember in that we talked about flexible means bendy. If you can reach down and touch all the way the bottom of your feet, you're very flexible. This is muscle. See, that C is quiet in this word, isn't it? Muscle. Move, lower, sound, heart. You'll see those words in the story, but all I want you to do is go ahead on Superkids Online Fun and find this. It's going to be in the section, you're going to click the red book, and you're going to find the magazines at the top, and that's where you'll see this one, Super Duper Muscles, okay? And we'll have a page to do about that one tomorrow as well. Now today, when you click on Miss Elise's writing lesson, she's going to tell you that you need resource page 13, which I do believe I gave you in your packet, and she's going to ask you to get the page you started yesterday, okay? So that one looks like this. It's where you talked about, she's going to show us right here.
You'll also need
You
writing
needed
resource pages.
page 13, which is in your packet, and 14, which you did yesterday. It was the planner, right, where you talked about what you wanted to put in this one. And she has hers like this. Noises it makes, where or when this poem might be happening, and what it might be doing. That was hers that she made yesterday. Now you made one yesterday as well in your video lesson, and now you're going to need to get that one out, and then also you're going to need to have this one from your packet, okay? And when you have all that, you're going to be ready to go, and don't forget our poetry reading is tomorrow. I cannot wait to see all of you then. All right, take care. Have a great evening.